know me for making a history of stereotypical Obby world records, but all of those world records listed in the video were on PC. There's still 5 other devices that can play this game, and so here's the history of those world records. For a brief explanation of the game goes from easy to hard within 50 stages, and it also gets more horrifying the further you go through. By stage 50 you have flashing lights, epilepsy everywhere. Now, just a month after the game's release, the first world record was done by Gecko Hecko YT, an 11:17. Now the first mistake happens on stage 4. You can easily just wrap around, but Gecko just decides to climb it instead. But most of his mistakes would happen after stage 30. He dies to the stage 30 delay, which is around a 50-50 every single run until it was patched only 2 weeks ago. He also lost upwards of around 20 seconds in stage 42 just because he was more careful than all the other people that speedrun this game. And it actually shows, because he's really careful with all his jumps. He doesn't want to die and lose around 20 seconds worth of time, as he really struggles to get through stage 47 because it's actually quite a difficult stage if you want to speedrun it. And by the time he figured it out, he had already lost almost 45 seconds. Now, with the run not being so good, it wasn't surprising that only 2 days later, it was beaten. But it was beaten by 2 minutes. It was an incredible run for the time. With only 2 deaths, he beat the game within 9 minutes, which was crazy. The only major mistakes in the run was when he died on stage 39 and died on stage 47. Stage 47 he died to the kill brick, and stage 39 he died to the large jump. And overall during the whole run he only lost 35 seconds due to little mistakes and large ones. Which means he could get a sub 850 if he just fixes his mistakes, all in one run. And yet, this so-called perfect run was beaten in less than a week. Now, the only real improvement to this run was that it just didn't have a death at stage 39, in which that caused the last guy to lose around 10 seconds. And that's why this run was basically just 10 seconds better. And to be honest, it was beaten in just 9 hours, so there's really no point of explaining this run. And then his run was only a 10-second improvement, just having a better stage 47. So there's really no point to talk about this run either. Unfortunately, the next run isn't available on YouTube anymore, which means it's unviewable for me, but we do know that the grass class first had an 8:51, which was the new world record by around 200 milliseconds, but then beat it with an 8:45. But the real question is, how long did he hold it for? Not only it became the longest standing world record in the game, it stood for almost half of the game's existence. And the person who would eventually beat the grass class and eventually destroy it was me. After posting my video on the game, I started speedrunning the game myself, and I got tutoring from Utterly Not Liam and learned how to do tricks. And eventually I beat the grass class and actually destroyed it with 10 seconds faster. I was extremely proud of my 8:35, but I knew it could be improved. There was so much time to save on stage 47 and stage 39 that I realised I could maybe get a sub 8:30. And at the time, only 2 runners had ever done it, Utterly Not Liam and Boxies, both PC players. This run wasn't good at all. All I did was walk straight, and I couldn't even walk straight normally. I had to jump many times when I didn't need to, and I lost so much time on stage 39 and 47 that eventually those 2 stages cost me 4 seconds alone. And I realised this was going to be a really difficult grind if I wanted to beat Boxies or anyone else. This run, I also didn't do many of the major tricks like stage 47 because it was actually impossible. Because the thing about all of these categories that I've been explaining is that there's no shift lock, and shift lock is basically first person in third person. It's really way better to use in obbies. And over the next 3 months, I would grind this game, trying to get a better time, and eventually I was able to end up with an 8:31, which was at the time the 4th best run in the entire game. I am no longer 4th today though, because someone else beat my time, and I'm about to explain it. So, who's the person that destroyed my time? Miyoko. And from the day I published this video, Miyoko started grinding this game 2 days ago, and all of this happened in 1 day. And the world record currently stands at 8:30.6, and so that's where it stands today. Thank you for watching.